My Uncle Norman used to tell me a lot of his adventures. And one of the best ones was when he was kidnapped by monkeys. And there he was, tied up in the middle of the jungle. And the monkeys, whom said, "You're not going to leave. We are going to take you deep into the forest. And you are going to tell us stories forever." And that night, he put a plan into action. He said, "I will not tell you a story. I'm going to sing you a lullaby. The night is long, Suri-kura, and dreams are sweet, Suri-kura. So little monkeys go to sleep, Suri-kura, Suri-kura." Well, my name is Norman Perrin. I'm a storyteller. I began storytelling about 27 years ago, and I became a professional about 19 years ago. First of all, the first big change was, apart from being a drifter, working in tobacco fields on farms, I now knew what I wanted to do. Before that, I had no idea. What am I going to do? And so I realized I'm going to be a storyteller. But what had to come after that were a lot of skills I needed to learn and to pick up. Become more focused. Listen to people more. Listen more, talk less, and mean more. So stories have become a discipline to learn to listen to people and how to take a narrative, shape it, focus it, and make sure that it is heard. I opened up the Four Winds Library in 1990. I have about 5,000 books. The main theme is folk tales from around the world. Why I have folk tales is that the folk tales run across the human condition, and they give us possible solutions to our problems, whether it is of life, love, or death. And that's why folk tales are something that I like to collect. And also, those are the stories that were created for the storyteller. Everything that's printed on these pages were once oral tradition. Either professional musicians and storytellers and reciters in the king's court or the Raja's court, or else just somebody sitting around a fire trying to pass the time. Storytelling can be a way to escape the world by creating a world that you can live in. But there's also the other kind of story, which doesn't escape from the world. It engages it. And for a moment, we are away from the world and in the world of the story. But when we come back, we can see our real world, if you want, differently and engage the world. And that's another answer for why I like folk tales. Folk tales do not get away from the world. In fact, they see the world sometimes a little more than we care to think about. And he sang it over and over again until all of the monkeys were asleep. And when the full moon rose so he could see his way out of the forest, he tiptoed out of the clearing, being careful not to step on those monkey tails. And the next morning, he said, "I think it's time for me to go back to Canada." And he did. And it was a good thing, too, because he told me this story, and now I've told it to you.